And we are live. Hey guys, welcome to Crypto Talk Now Live with Patches and Larry back and better than ever. We have a great show planned for you tonight. Patches has been helping me with some of the research, and tonight we're going to talk about Bitcoin and the overall market. Is this the start of the bull run? Is there light at the end of the tunnel, or is this just a relief rally? We're going to talk about it. We also have a segment on HBAR, Quant, LCX, and XLM. So it's going to be a jam-packed show. So grateful that you guys are here tonight to spend the night with us for the next probably hour and a half. Grateful that you guys are here. We have so much to talk about. We're going to get to the comments and welcome everyone. And then we're going to jump into the news as we wait for people to file in here. Boomer F and Sooners here. He says, howdy, folks. Thank you so much for being here. Sir Mighty Max and Sir Larry, thank you so much for being here. Let's go, baby. All right, let's keep going here. Holy cow. Just saw her. Lisa Marie Presley has passed away. Sorry to hear that. Sad news coming out of, I'm not sure where it's coming out of, but it's coming from Boomer F and Sooner. So thank you for reporting that sad news. Coochie Boy is here. What's up? GS is here. Good Samaritan, perhaps. Alexis GS 350 is here. Thank you so much for being here as we move through the comments. Brian Dowie is here. What's up, XRP Larry? Okay. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I have to wait again. I knew that we were going to come after me with the XRP stuff. It's funny stuff. All right. Sobos, I do have a bag of XLM, though, so that's good. But yes. And Boomer F and Sooner. Yo, Brian. Big watch dude is in the house. Hey, Larry. And guess what? Is there anyone that has a bigger watch besides Richard Hart and Big Watch Dude? I'm not sure. All right, so they're here. Everyone's saying hello. Crypto McDizzle for show. Clot shot working overtime on young and the old. I'm not sure what that is, but thank you so much for being here. What's up, Big Watch Dude, says Brian Dowie. All right, we're just going to jump over into the news. I'm going to share my screen. I'm doing the screens opposite today to see if this is a little bit better, to maintain a little bit more eye contact with audience. I'm going to test this out. You guys can let me know what you think. Patches is making his bed, and we're going to go ahead and share the screen. We have a lot of news here to report, so let's go ahead and jump into it. Now, this is a good article here from Decrypt. You guys know that I don't always like the articles, but I do like the ones from Decrypt. Let's just say that. This is a good article here. Bitcoin inches towards 19K as the recession scare subsides. The original cryptocurrency is seeing some bullish action as the broader financial market sees light at the end of the tunnel. This was written today. It's a good read by Jason Nelson. Thank you so much for the good article here. We've got how many people? 14 people in here watching. All right, so we're going to get to this, and then we're going to talk about HBAR. As Bitcoin enthusiasts continue to celebrate the 14th anniversary of the Genesis block, the number one cryptocurrency price spiked to nearly 19,000 per coin on Thursday, according to who CoinGecko. This level has not been here since September 7th. September 7th was a big day. Remember that day well. And Bitcoin traded at 19,280 per coin back on September 7th, 2022. If you're keeping score at home, the total market capitalization for the overall crypto marketplace stands at 943 million. Okay. Up 5.4% in the last 24 hours. Okay. For the overall crypto. Well, that's not quite right. It should be billion, right? So let's jump over to coin market cap. Just check that. Yeah. The overall crypto market is, they meant to say billion, $901.86 billion. It's a little bit of a typo there. Bitcoin started trading 2023 at around 16,550. 13 people here. And recent developments in the broader financial market appear to have positively impacted the price as fears of a recession begin to fade. This is fitting in with my narrative that they will come out and make an announcement the end of January, beginning of February, and they're going to say, you know what? This is the Fed Reserve talking. The old man coming out of the cave. You know what? We've got this inflation thing under control. And so they're either going to not raise interest rates or they're going to lower them. So it's going to be an interesting thing. I'm not, I might be in the minority with this one, but this is one of the catalysts that I'm saying is going to trigger the bull run, along with, it's my February 14th prediction is like, about a month before the ISO mandate, right? So those different things. Bitcoin started 2023, as I mentioned, 16,550. Okay, the recession worries began to fade after the Federal Reserve released its December Consumer Price Index, right? The CPI report. By the way, we are going to get to your comments here. 15 people. Okay, get ready because we have a lot of news, particularly about Quant as well. All right, so the CPI report measures the rate of change in price of various goods and services in the United States and is used as a critical indicator for gauging inflation. While a better, or at least less dire, economic forecast is likely driving the upward trend for Bitcoin, some also point to El Salvador's recent move to establish digital assets laws and make way for its so-called volcano bond. The Latin American country would use these Bitcoin-backed bonds to pay its debts and fund its future Bitcoin city. How about that? Will we see something like that in the U.S.? Will there be a Bitcoin city? Well, maybe, maybe Miami could be a Bitcoin city. In March 2022, El Salvador put the bonds on hold as a harsh crypto winter began settling in, taking down several prominent entities, including, it doesn't just happen by chance, right? There's some bad actors behind some of this, right? Including Terra Luna, Celsius, Voyager Digital, and Sammy's favorite, and of course, Caroline's FTX. Calming recession fears have also been good for other cryptocurrencies. Ethereum, the number one proof of stake blockchain, is trading at, it says here at the time of the article, 1425. If we go over to CoinMarketCap and check that, it's at 1408 at the moment, so it's around the same. Was up 6.2% on Thursday, but ultimately closed down 0.2% trading at 1408.40. I don't know why they would say that it closed down, because it never closes. I'm not even sure. Why would they say that it closes? It's not like the stock market. All right. So while the crypto winter continues to batter the industry, there may be a glimmer of thawing light at the end of the proverbial tunnel. I threw that in there to make it a little more special. How about that? I put the fancy word in there. So that's what's going on with Bitcoin. Let us get into looking at the quick overall market. This is your top 100. There's a lot of green in here. Look at that. Hex is pumping. Where are you, Hexicans? Up 14.5%. Max kind of called the other day. We were talking about Hex just a few days ago. My average cost is around 10 cents for Hex. And so it is what it is. It'll come back. I believe it will come back. Not financial advice. But, he was talking about making a video on distressed assets, Hex taking a beating, right? And a lot of things taking a beating. And, this was one of them we were kind of kicking around. So APT having a good day, up 18.9%. Zilliqa has been doing very well, up 45.5% in the last 7 days. So let us look right here at a few of these. Now, Bitcoin, if you're keeping score at home, sitting in at 18,822. Ethereum, 1409. XRP, yeah, you know me. I'm going to get there eventually. 37.2 cents. Remember, I have XLM. 32.5 cents for Cardano. Doge, 7.9 cents. I'm a buyer again. I do still have a small bag of Dogecoin. Did very well with that. Sold off a lot of Dogecoin. But I will grab more at around 5 cents. Polygon, 91 cents. Litecoin, Lisa, 85.27. Solana, making a little bit of a comeback, maybe. 16.43. Polkadot, 5.20. Tron, 5.7 cents. And Hex, 2.4 cents. Uniswap, we missed it, 6.09. Cosmos Atom, 12.13. Chainlink, 6.33. And Monero, 165 even. Ethereum Classic, 21.18. Toncoin, 2.17. Bitcoin Cash, 1.20. Stellar Lumens, look at that, 8.1 cents up today. ApeCoin, 4.76. Chronos, 6.6 cents. And Near Protocol, $1.81. Algorand, 21 cents. Quant slipping down to, number 34 at 121. I'm going to get into the comments, and then I'm going to get into this stuff, coming up here. Where is it? Hedera. We're going to talk about HBAR. That's going to be the news coming up next. But first, let's get into your comments here, if we could, on the other screen. All right, let's see. Let me back up. Bear with me 1 second. I got to find. There's a lot of good comments coming here. You guys are doing a great job as the collective co-hosts for tonight's show, along with Patches, of course. Patches is always a co-host, right? Whenever he's on the show, he's a host. Co-host, host. All right, so let's see. All right, where are we? Oh, okay. Crypto Mike, what's up, homies? All right, AKA. Hey, says Tim Shea, because that's what Tim Shea says. GS. All right, and love that HBAR, says Brian Dowie. I like HBAR too. All right, it's been getting a lot of views on the channel here. Crypto McDizzle for show shizzle. ALBT was up 20% earlier. That's good news. I know Tim Shea would be happy about that. All right, and let's see here. Coochie Boy in the house. Let's see who else is here. All right, Tim Shea. Anyone who is in quant should take advantage of a low price of ALBT. Yes, he called it the younger cousin of quant. It's a good way of remembering. All right, good comparison. Cool Cat Crypto, another Zach Rector free for all tonight. All right, let's see here. Tim Shea, Brian. She went to hang out with Arena for a while. All right, I just watched that. River Runner, welcome back. Cool Cat Crypto, welcome. Rafael Santos, hello, Sir Larry. Thank you so much for being here. And Cool Cat Crypto, even better than the other one. Same dude and 3 others. Oh, he's got a big debate or something. All right, so we appreciate all the comments here. Keep the algorithm flowing. Did Mr. Larry say Caroline, or was I just dreaming of her? Okay, it's funny stuff. Brian Dowie says, Larry, send sweet Caroline the link. Oh, she's not so sweet, but we can send her a link. If we knew her address, her Twitter account, maybe, I don't know. Cool Cat Crypto, I talked a lot of crap in that live. All right. Yes, Larry, send Caroline the link. All right. Hello to everyone. Didn't mention me directly. Okay. Zach did better. Brian Daly, Cool Cat. They don't talk to the chat often. Hope it was funny at least. I don't understand why guys don't talk. Why different influencers and content creators, whatever they call themselves nowadays, YouTubers, they don't talk to the audience. I'm not sure why. Maybe their shows are big and they don't have time. Maybe. I don't know. GS, HBAR or LCX? What do you guys pick? Oh, there's a good one. Drop in the comments. What do you pick? Thanks for helping me out. GS with the assist. HBAR or LCX? Which one do you guys pick if you have to choose one? Cool Cat Crypto says HBAR, and Brian Dowie says HBAR. What a great segue. Okay. This from Zepzi. ZEPZI at ZEPZI. Thank you so much for the tweet. Now, this Hedera conference is one of the most impressive business feats of the 21st century, all in one room, part of the LLC, contributing to governance and running an HBAR node. Trusted and stable governance will become the most important aspects of Web3 network over time. Now, he also tagged Quant and XRP. If you would, guys, while we're at it, would you guys hit the like button, help me out, get this stream out to a lot of people? And, of course, if you haven't subscribed, you can do that, and then you can comment within 2 minutes. Great stuff, right? Okay, so let us blow this up and take a look at some of these names on the screen here. I'm just going to pull out some of them. So you got Boeing, Chainlink, of course, DBS. Oh, look at this. This T-Mobile, Google, IBM, LG. We're going to talk about LG and the partnership with HBAR in a minute. ServiceNow, Standard Bank, Swirls, Tata, Ubisoft, UCL, Wipro, and Zane. Bunch of stuff. FIS, ET, EFT, POS, and EDF, DLA, Piper, Denton's, a bunch of names here. Okay, so we're going to close this out. So thank you for that tweet there. And let us close out some of these tabs here. Now, This from Crypto with a K Insider at Crypto Insider 1. Thank you for this tweet and link to this article. This is important, guys. Make sure you watch what we're about to talk about here on Hedera's partnership with, of course, LG. As I mentioned, I have written a thread about the HBAR and LG partnership. Let me know if you like it. All right, I'm going to blow this up and I'm going to read it to you. Since the introduction of the Hedera network, LG Art Lab has become a go-to destination for digital art fans. Recent upgrades have further solidified this reputation. If you're curious to learn more, you continue reading here. So let us get into this article. Here is, hold on one second. Let me just back up and pull up this article here. All right. Well, this one here is a thread. I apologize. All right. So now here it is. Okay. What is the partnership about? All right. Art aficionados can now easily purchase all their favorite digital artwork in the comfort of their home via LG Art Lab, a collaboration between LG smart TVs and Hedera's Blade wallet, one of the network's fastest growing wallets. To reduce friction for consumers transitioning from Web 2 to Web 3 activities, this unique solution allows users an easy and secure method to purchase NFTs. And that's really a big thing. I like the way they put that in there. An easy and secure method. Crypto Insider, good job with that, because that's the big thing. That's what's going to lead to mass adoption, not just the regulation, but right now, crypto and, buying crypto and purchasing NFTs is a little bit clunky. It's not for the average person that's used to buying like stocks and mutual funds, for example, or, your grandmother that has investments in, if you can't really call them investments. She's got some CDs. The thing you got to keep in mind is you need to have ease of access, number one, and number two, ease of use. So these are big things. It has to be something that, the average person can use. With faster adoption of Hedera's distributed ledger technology on both personal as well as enterprise level. Now, what benefits will NFT artists have? LG Electronics takes digital artwork to a new level of accessibility and originality by offering exclusive, authentic pieces from art sources all over the globe. Then it goes on to state, with the pioneering approach to artist rights, LG is revolutionizing royalties through NFTs available on its marketplace. Artists now receive automatically calculated payments each time work is sold or resold with no extra effort needed. And it goes on. This is a good thread. It's pretty detailed. LG Art Lab offers users the chance to explore and exchange digital artwork, display beautiful on LG smart TVs. For a heightened security experience, Hedera's distributed ledger technology provides enterprise-level reliability with lightning-fast delivery speed. Another thing right there, fast delivery. So ease of use, ease of access, fast delivery, all good things that are going to be needed for mass adoption, right? LG Art Lab has established itself as a premier destination for digital art enthusiasts thanks to its partnership with Hedera's Blade wallet. The latest upgrades have made it even more user-friendly. That's what I'm talking about, user-friendly. This is a big thing for those that are not used to crypto and NFTs, et cetera, making it easy for art lovers to purchase their favorite digital artwork from the comfort of their own home. That's a wrap. If you enjoyed this mini thread, we'll give them a little plug here. Follow me, Crypto Insider 1, for more of these. Like, retweet, the first to retweet, and share with your audience. All right, I'll like it and I'll retweet it. How about that? All right. And again, from Crypto Insider, good choice. HBAR cannot be ignored. Here are again the Hedera Governing Council, the GC. This is it right here. IBM, LG, Boeing, Denton, Standard Bank. There they all are again. All right, so Google. And thank you for reading. All right. Cool stuff. Let's jump back into the comments, and then we're going to get into some more HBAR news. All right, so let's see. Coming over here, I got to remember to start starring these things. So bear with me 1 second as I go back. Go back. All right, they're checking it out later tonight. And cool cat. H-Bar, yes. What's up? Eddie T is here. And April Cornwell, hello. So glad that you joined us, Eddie T and April Cornwell. Hey. I hope everyone had a beautiful day. I sure did. It's a beautiful day here. Right now it's raining, but it's been a great day. Glad to see you guys all here. Cool Cat Crypto. Mike was in there, saw him. All right. Hey, peeps. Coochie boy, anybody getting in Aave? Or are we staying away from lending protocols? Right now, I'm staying away from lending protocols. It's not financial advice, but I think that, with the regulation, it might be. Oh my God, look who's here. CZ is here. Oh, we finally made it. We have finally made it as crypto content creators because the great CZ of Binance is here. He says, hi, team. How about that? Cool Cat Crypto. LG is a Hedera Council board member. Yes. Great to see. And there we go. Yes, sorry. Klaus. Getting more... Sorry. I can't do it. I can't do a Klaus voice. Dump Tether, guys, says CZ. How about that? Not financial advice. We'll have to check out Aave. All right. H-bar is super fast. Used it. Yes, it is. Good point. April Cornwell. Hoping Crypto McDizzle for shizzle my nizzle. Crypto coins hit within the next 5 years so we can move in the middle of nowhere. All right, how about that? They want to get away from the peeps and just see us here in the community. April Cornwell, somewhere my phone won't work. Way deep in the woods. Coochie boy, I will also, Tim. All right. Mr. Lambos, Crypto Talk. Tim, where did you get your flare? Oh, that reminds me of the way he said that. It's like that movie Office Space, right? You don't have enough flair. Remember that? All right. Coochie boy, maybe more during the bull run. All right. Larry, save the funny stuff for Max. Yeah, I know. I'm going to save it for Max. You already have basketball. Okay. Yeah, we're going to save that for him because I'm not good with doing the impersonations. I can only impersonate myself. All right, so let us go ahead and share the screen here a different way. We're looking into possibly switching out of StreamYard, something that Max is looking at here, and my nephew. Okay, so let's go right here. This is Straight Talks from a Genius. Of course, Lemon Baird. Interviewed right here by this lady from the BBC World News. And we're going to play this clip for you. It's only 51 seconds, and I'll be right back here.
So good to have you on the program. Let me ask you, first of all, in the simplest way possible, for those watching at home who are thinking, what are we talking about? Explain why the environmental cost of cryptocurrencies is so high.
So it's great that Bitcoin gives people the ability to have a decentralized money that they can spend without banks or anyone else in between, but it uses a lot of electricity, more than all of Ireland every year. And so this is not as green as you would like. And so we have Hedera Hashgraph that uses much more than 5 million times less, according to the University College of London report.
So will the environmental cost eventually decrease when we're using more renewable energy for these purposes?
No, because you're using renewable energies that could have been used for something else. The best kind of energy usage is the energy you don't use.
So good to have you on the program. Let me ask you, first of all, in the simplest way possible, for those watching at home who are thinking, what are we talking about? Explain why the environmental cost of cryptocurrencies is so high.
So it's great that Bitcoin gives people the ability to have a decentralized money that they can spend.
All right. There you go right there from Lemon Baird, the co-founder and chief scientist at Hedera H-Bar. Let us close out this tab right here, and let me go ahead and share my screen a different way so you guys can see the rest of my content here for you guys. All right, so let's get into the comments, and then we are going to discuss Quant. It's going to be the Quant segment coming up next. Let us see here. What else do we have here? The guy might be an alien. You might be right. Who knows? LA is here. What up, family? Glad to see you here, Mr. L.A. Look at the circles. Okay. Hey, LA. All right. H-bar is alien tech. How about that? It's fast. Brian Dowie. Bah. Aliens. Okay. All right. So we're going to have to check into some of the tags on this video. We need to get a bigger audience. So help me out here. If you could just drop a bunch of comments in there. It could be a bunch of gibberish. I don't even care. Whatever you got to do to get it out there. If you got to go knock on your neighbor's door, unless you live where April and Michael Cornwell live, they don't live too close to people, maybe. I don't know. Knock on your neighbor's door, throw a rock through their window and say it was an accident, and it'll give you a reason to mention the show. All right, so this here is your Quant segment. If you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the like button because it gets it out there to everybody. Now, this is from who? Just the CEO of Quant, appearing out of nowhere. Thank you, Just a Tech Guy. This is a tweet here, and he's got this up. I'm going to read this. It's from the American Banker. The argument in favor of central bank digital currencies, right? That's the big thing about all these ISOs, right? Is that they're tied to these central bank digital currencies, the CBDCs. That involves governments, right? And then also look at the partnerships. Look at all the high-tech partners. Coins like Quant have, right? Tokens, coins, whatever. H-bar. Look at all these ones. Look at LCX as an exchange, partnering with Quant. Look at XLM. All these ones are involved. I mean, LCX is highly regulated, and that's not done by mistake. They're already preparing for further regulation, being proactive. All right, so now, again, let me repeat that. The argument in favor of central bank digital currencies increasingly hinges on whether different ones can play nicely with one another. Okay, so we're back into a schoolyard. A concern that is as much about politics as it is about technology. At the end of last year, the Federal Reserve Bank of Boston and the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, aka MIT, announced the end of Project Hamilton, an agnostic effort to determine the technical feasibility of a CBDC. The project did not take a position on whether the U.S. or any other country should digitize its currency, but it did provide some ideas as to how a CBDC could coexist with other forms of payment. Okay, so it goes on. Now, this is the concern that I have with the CBDCs. What kind of impact is that going to have with other cryptos in terms of being used for payment, in terms of being used to store a value, perhaps like Bitcoin? By the way, Sean, the Crypto Smith, was on last night. And I think he made a great point. And I'm hoping this happens for my Bitcoin. But I want XRP to win a case. But if XRP loses the case, people will probably gravitate towards Bitcoin. And I'm upside down right now, so that would be a good thing for me personally. But we'll have to wait and see. All right. Interoperability. Okay. Is a vexing and often politically charged concern that has delayed decisions on whether to move forward with CBDCs in many countries. There's no one single design or set of features. Each company will focus on CBDCs from a different perspective, based on their own local needs, says Nahara Narula, director of the Digital Currency Initiative, which is part of the MIT lab that focuses on cryptocurrencies and blockchain technology. Quote, there are problems, but they are solvable. The time frame depends on the resources that get dedicated to the CBDC projects. You ever notice how MIT is always in the middle of all these high-tech crypto things? They're always there. Project Hamilton produced a theoretical transaction processor for a CBDC called Open CBDC. So this is a transaction processor. It's capable of processing 1.84 million Let me repeat that, please. Please, Larry, repeat it. Patches, repeat it. 1.84 million transactions per second. Is that fast enough for you? And provides settlement in under 1 second. Other functions include audit and programming tools that can measure the performance and security of a CBDC. MIT and the Boston Fed promise to release more details in the coming months. All right. Again, let's keep going, moving forward with American Banker. Great article here. Lots of rich content. A role for banks. If a CBDC is adopted, it must be properly configured and implemented as a critical national infrastructure, protected in the same way as existing payment systems, and must be scalable, interoperable, and comply with anti-money laundering regulations, according to Gilbert Verdian, CEO and founder of who? Quant, a blockchain company. The digital assets need to be secure, implementing the highest cybersecurity standards against fraud and cyber attacks. Meeting all these requirements in 2023 will be a big task, but it's ultimately feasible, Verdian said. Thank you so much, Mr. Gilbert Verdian. One possible design is a two-tiered model proposed by the Bank for International Settlements, right? All these guys, Quant, XRP, are all involved with these major players, right? These major authorities in the banking industry. And one of them is the Bank for International Settlements, BIS for short. Central banks authorize financial institutions to set aside a portion of retail CBDCs as traditional currency, which is backed by the government. The banks would then manage payments between consumers and businesses. All right, it goes on. Further, Verdian, that's much like today's traditional settlement processes, says Verdian. In this model, a CBDC network between central banks and commercial banks would use private blockchains. Financial institutions would need to authorize to access the network, and commercial banks would link their own private blockchains to the broader CBDC network. This interoperability would facilitate transactions between each other, payment companies, merchants, and, in fact, consumers, Verdian said. Commercial banks and payments companies would be disintermediated, according to Verdian. Okay, quote, instead, they retain clear roles and responsibilities with plenty of room for competition and innovation within the ecosystem. And central banks would not be responsible for commercial bank tasks as customer relationships, he said, developing CBDCs with open source technology. All right, so that is from American Banker. So thank you for that and pointing that out. And the link from Just a Tech Guy, you can follow him on Twitter. More quant news coming your way. Before we get into that, let us say hello to you guys, which is more important to me. All right, so let's back up. Let's see. Hashtag patches. How about that? Rock Lady. Shaq. Caroline. There it all is. That's what I want you guys to do. Larry. We'll dunk on Shaq. Well, I don't know if I could dunk on Shaq. I don't think that's possible, but I could definitely, well, I don't want to say I could definitely outrun him. Maybe I can outrun him. I don't know. Tim Shea. Larry, I shared the stream with Ava and Caroline. How about that? Maybe they'll be watching. Brian Dowie, Tim Shea, keep sending it to Ava. Caroline is sleeping already. All right, well, maybe. Duck butter. All right, Tim Shea, Brian, she isn't responding. I see she holds some Twitter spaces. but they are usually over 1,000 people there, so I don't go. Need people to start retweeting those tweets. That would be great. Mr. MD, greetings, peeps. How is everyone doing? Welcome, Mr. MD. Brian Dowie, not great with Twitter, bro, but I'll give it a shot. Tim Shea is bullish as heck. All right. And Sobo, welcome. He says, hey, Mass. All right. And everyone's saying hello to one another. That's nice. Let's keep it moving. All right. So now let's get back into Quant. There is no doubt in my mind. This is from Quant Shawnee. No doubt in my mind that Quant will replicate Cardano and Solana's run-up to a $90 billion market cap during the next bull run. Should this transpire, each Quant would be worth $6,188, resulting in 161 Quant required to reach 1 million USD. I hope your bags are packed. Let us blow up this graphic here from Quant Shawnee. All right, here it is. So you guys can see it on the screen. If Quant had a market cap of $90 billion, one Quant would be worth $6,184. I'm sorry, $188.04. An upside of a 50x. Cool stuff. So you would need, what was it, 161 to have $1 million bag. So cool stuff. Good stuff. All right. So thank you to Quant Shawnee. More Quant stuff. This is from Owen, Personal Neo. Quant, QNT, is one of the most promising coins for 2023. Quant's total supply and exchanges decreased by 23.4%. This indicates the coin experienced an increased demand in 2022 and could be set for a massive price rally in the coming months. Let us jump into this article from newsbtc.com. Quant records biggest whale transactions in 16 months. And let's get into this one here. Thank you to newsbtc.com. And I almost thought it said Selmo Fudd. It says Samilori Faletti. Thank you. All right. So, according to a report by Sentiment, the analytical firm, Quant has just recorded its largest amount of whale transactions in 16 months. The on-chain analytics platform noted that 187 Quant transactions were executed today, culminating in a value of over 100,000, the highest the Quant network has recorded since September 2021. This graphic right here, Quant whale activity soaring. Quant network is seeing its largest spike in whale transactions since September 2021. You can see it right here. Again, the source is from Sentiment. Just over a week ago, Sentiment had also reported some level of whale activity on the Quant network that caused the Quant token to boost in value by 10%. However, unlike then, the massive increase in whale transactions today is yet to produce such positive effect. At the time of writing, the price of Quant has decreased by 1.18%. All right, this is a little bit dated. I think this is a 4-day-old article. So let's check on the price of Quant at the moment. I think Quant was down a little earlier today. Let's see here. Quant on the day, ranked 34. It is sitting in at down 0.5%, sitting in at $121. Market cap 1.46 billion. And you saw there, what would it be if it was at 90 billion? 24-hour volume 39.84. So you need 161 Quant to be a millionaire if it reaches a $90 billion market cap. Cool stuff. All right, so there's the math on that. And let's see here. So back into the article here. Now, I wanted to skip ahead here. What to expect from Quant in 2023. Quant is believed by many to be one of the most promising coins in 2023. Although the token's price dropped by over 40% over the previous year, which was, of course, 2022, Sentiment tweeted a report stating that Quant's total supply on exchanges had decreased by 23.4% within the same period. This indicates the coin experienced an increased demand in 2022 and could be set for a massive price rally as the crypto market recovers in the coming months. Let me just say this. We are covering a lot. Of course, Max is the main content creator for Quant and so many things. But I think that the sentiment is, I think people are starting to come around. And even those that are not covering the ISOs are starting to cover them. And I think a lot of people are taking a hard look at Quant, HBAR, XLM, LCX, as far as an exchange. These ones, I think we're covering some hot ones right now. And I think it's going to be fun for this network and for all you guys, all you ladies and gentlemen in the CTN family, brothers and sisters. All right. So now, according to price predictions by BitNation, Quant could trade as high as $203.07 in 2023, indicating a plausible 80.1% increase on the current market price. The team also anticipates the asset's average and minimum market prices to be around 169.22 and 135.38 respectively. Coin Codex, another popular crypto prediction site, also points to a positive outlook for the Quant token. According to their 2023 price predictions for the altcoin, the coin is expected to attain a value of $113.46 in 5 days and $135.39 in 30 days. In a time span of 1 year, they believe Quant could hit a market price of, drumroll please, $175.27 if its growth pattern mirrors that of the internet. However, it is worth noting all these forecasts are not guaranteed, and Quant could even suffer the opposite fate. I love how they hedge their bet there, as no entity can fully predict the movement of the crypto market due to its high volatility. Well, we know this. In other words, not financial advice. All right. So going into the new year, Quant Network has already stated it aims to expand its ecosystem through the deployment of more projects, several of which are already under development. Quant also plans to introduce more updates to the Overledger blockchain and additional developer solutions to aid the process of building and deploying blockchain projects. Going by all this, there is quite a lot to expect from Quant in 2023. All right. Let us get back into the comments here. And let's see. The comments are just dead. There's one person here. There's more people. Ryan, hello, it's me. Larry and Tim, how are you? And the crypto fam. Thank you so much. Ryan is here. His brother has 2,500 Quant. All right, Ryan. Hey, boss, Tim. Larry, his beard is black. What is going on, Larry? I'll tell you what, the lighting in here has been improved, among other things. All right, good stuff. How about it? Now, let's jump into what do we have next for you guys? Aha. More Quant news we're going to get to. This one right here are Quant predictions. Now, this is from Andrew Carrier. Thank you, Andrew Carrier, at Andrew Carrier on Twitter. With a new year comes predictions, right? Okay. At Gilbert Verdian, CEO of Quant Network, has 4. The first is about unregulated crypto markets. Find out more here. All right, so Now let us blow up the graphic here. Music. So we're going to pause this right here. I want to just play this, guys, for you. 2023 predictions, and then we're going to read it. Number one, crypto. There will be an agreement that the unregulated crypto experiment has failed. Gilbert Verdian, founder and CEO of Quant. All right, so this is going to usher in regulation. Now, let's see here. Let's click on this link to Quant. All right. This is from Quant Network. DLT in 2023, Out of the Blocks by Gilbert Verdian. And I'm going to go ahead and read this from the founder and CEO of Quant. Blockchain use cases abounded in 2022, but we've only scratched the surface. You know, like from the Happy Gilmore, have you guys ever seen Happy Gilmore? You know, where the guy, it's like Chubbs or something, he's playing, we've only just begun. You know, like that. It's kind of like that. We've only just begun. All right. But we've only scratched the surface of what the transformative technology can help achieve. What's coming down the track in 2023 for the interplay between distributed ledger technology and the financial services sector? Gilbert Verdian, our founder and CEO of Quant, makes key predictions. Oh, I like that because I like making predictions for the year ahead. There will be an agreement that the unregulated crypto experiment has failed. Oh, boy. Oh, this is making an argument for regulation. Quote, only about 1% of the developers have the specialist knowledge required to work with digital ledger technologies. This, again, from Gilbert Verdian. With the collapse of FTX, the crypto winter, and the breaking of Terra's UST's peg, 2022 has been a challenging year for the crypto sector. Consumers were attracted to this volatility, this volatile asset class, in fact, which offered steep returns compared to traditional markets. But the collapse that followed served as a potent reminder of why we have financial regulation in place to protect people. In 2023, the calls for more stringent rules will turn into demands. They demand it. Oh, it just knocked out my light over here. I knocked out one of my lights. I pounded on the desk too hard. All right. Now it's flickering. Oh, that's annoying. All right. Well, the bulb was loose. All right. So now let's go back. In 2023, the calls for more stringent rules will turn into demands. We demand it. I don't know. I don't know if there'll be demand for regulation, but maybe. They want you to have a demand. The government wants demands. Governments and regulators will realize they can no longer expose consumers to unsupervised exchanges. Calling out FTX right here, who seemingly had a license to print money and generate steep losses for those who could least afford it. Furthermore, the size of the cryptocurrency market has grown significantly. It now has the ability to act as a contingent to the rest of the financial system, triggering concerns from regulators who need to act and mitigate risks with appropriate rules. Recognizing the need for regulation is one thing. Designing, agreeing to, and implementing is quite another. We can take an example from the EU, who is leading in the space. Its markets in crypto asset regulations bill serves as a solid example of a comprehensive regulatory framework. Additionally, as the crypto world becomes more staid and sensible, layer 2 technologies that were hastily and poorly designed will start to disappear. The more useful and usable networks will be left intact, stronger than ever. The hype will die down. The crypto enthusiasts may well turn their attention to other use cases for blockchain. They will likely continue to look for assets with low barriers of entry, part of the crypto's appeal. Tokenization offers improved access to illiquid assets For example, in cases where startup funding is limited to a small pool of sophisticated LPs, tokenization and the right regulatory framework could enable smaller investors new promising opportunities. Moreover, the loss of confidence in unregulated market participants has triggered a flight to safety. Investors want to pursue their returns with experienced regulated institutions that offer access to crypto assets while protecting their users and capital with proper oversight. Banks and asset managers will scramble to recruit blockchain specialists. That is a big, big fact right there. You know, these banks want to get into crypto bad. And if they're going to be allowed to have stable coins, they're going to need to know how they work. So they're going to be looking for specialists for sure. So that's that. There is more quant news for you. Let us jump back into the comments for a moment and see what we have missed. GS, my friend told me about ALI. All right. Oh, ALI chat graph. Oh, yes. Okay. I think Max covered that one. Grizzly Bear Greg, good evening. Thank you for being here. And Mr. MD, get in early on KAT and ALIBCZ. Great low cap AI projects are going to be hot along with ISO projects in 2023. Get in early. I'm making a killing on Voit, VAIOT, SDAO, and AGIX. Well, thank you for that. And I'm glad that you're doing well financially with your positions. All right. And Mass D. ALI. Artificial Liquid Intelligence. All right. ALI. All right. Good stuff. All right. So now let's go here. Our next segment is on LCX. How about that? Now, let us blow this one up here from Heidi.eth, the LCX queen. Thank you so much for this tweet. LCX exchange could destroy Binance in the future. That means the LCX token could be worth hundreds of US dollars one day. Right now, the LCX token is at about 5 cents. In 2017, here's a fun fact for you. Binance token was 10 cents. So the LCX token could possibly be the best buying opportunity of your lifetime. They're saying it's going to be, really something because it's highly regulated. Right? So does it scare you that it was declared a security? I mean, for me, it doesn't. So LCX gains regulatory approval as a physical validator to enable tokenization of assets. They want to tokenize everything. Just be patient, LCX. And here, from LCX itself, is LCX regulated? What is the legal setup of LCX? LCX, yes, is regulated. By who? The Financial Market Authority of Liechtenstein, under the registration number 288159 as a trusted technology service provider. LCX is subject to the same supervision standards and compliance, due diligence, and that's KYC, right? Know your customer. And rules like a financial institution or a licensed bank. LCX AG is a company registered in Liechtenstein. In 2018, LCX AG has been granted a business license of the Liechtenstein Ministry of Economic Affairs to conduct its business in Liechtenstein. And I'm not even going to try to read the rest of that word right there. It starts with a G. All right, there you go. Do your own pronunciation. All right. Hi, where to buy LCX? All right, so there's some LCX news. And guess what? More from Heidi Eth, LCX Queen, at Nut Crypto Angel. Follow her on Twitter. LCX, the most regulated exchange worldwide. At BitBoy Crypto recently discovered LCX, and he is loading his bags as we speak. So there you go. There it is. The crypto money pipeline of European banks. LCX review from BitBoy Crypto. And here's some comments here. I want to read this one here. Love it that BitBoy Crypto is covering LCX, but just for integrity purposes. He said at the time of the recording, he didn't hold LCX. Doesn't mean he doesn't hold it now, but it does mean he didn't front run his video. All right, good stuff. And Heidi follows it up with, something tells me he researched. This is BitBoy Crypto she's talking about. LCX thoroughly, and he is loading his bags. He's been in crypto long enough. He's aware of many mistakes he made, but he is wiser. Now he knows LCX will do crazy upward moves, and he wants to be one who will come back one day and say, I told you about LCX. Well, I think Max covered it before BitBoy Crypto even, so that's good stuff. I think I'm bullish on LCX. The more and more I learn about it, I'm bullish on it, not financial advice. So there you go. Now, more LCX right here from Mr. John Doe, 008. Not to confuse with Mr. John Doe, 007. LCX, the regulated exchange, will melt faces. Image. BNB was not, no. Imagine this. That's what he meant to say. BNB was not even $1 in 2017. And they are not regulated. I'm talking about BNB. They don't have the licenses LCX has. Let me repeat that. That's the big thing. These guys are being proactive. That's what I like about LCX. They're being proactive when it comes to a regulatory standpoint with their licenses, for example. LCX has no support of WEF, something LCX has. That's what I'm sorry. BNB doesn't have that support. So we are early. We are early. Now, let us scope down here, scroll down. I wanted to just get into this one reply. Let's see. This one from Damian Miller. This will be the world leading cryptocurrency exchange. That's not even including the tokenization. They will lead the world in. That's what LCX wants to accomplish, is tokenizing pretty much everything. Now, this one right here. JP Morgan wants to bring trillions of dollars of tokenized assets to DeFi. JP Morgan, of course, being a big traditional name in the financial world. So, yeah. And LCX is ready to lead the space. All right, so good stuff there. Again, from Mr. John Doe 008 on LCX. LCX, the regulated exchange, is finally showing it's a gem. People need to realize BNB is not regulated. LCX is regulated and has multiple governmental licenses. In 2017, BNB was valued less than $1 a coin. Do you see the potential of LCX? They are a regulated exchange. So perhaps LCX is the next Binance, but only better because it's regulated already. All right, with the licenses. The LCX awakening will be one for the books. This from Jolly Green Investor. All right, I'm going to blow this up. Thank you to Jolly Green Investor. Small cap gem altcoin alert. This crypto is helping the world transition to CBDCs. They just partnered with HBAR and Quant to make it happen. Regardless of what you think of CBDCs, they are coming. In 2023, I'm looking for altcoins in the sector. LCX is considered a sleeping giant by Jolly Green Investor. This had over 64,000 views. If you want to follow Jolly Green Investor, which I will, he's got over 56,000 followers on Twitter. So there you go there. He's bullish on LCX as well. Now, we're going to get into some Stellar Lumens coverage in a minute. Before we do that, let us check on the comments. Mr. MD, LCX can be bought on Bitrue, Coinbase, and Kraken. Mr. MD, I think we should try and bag ourselves at least 50,000 LCX. That's a good number to have. All right, so Thank you for that. And thank you for the comments. If you guys would hit the like button to get this stream out to more people, that would be great. I want to share this in a certain way. Bear with me 1 second. We're going to stop the share screen and share it as a Chrome tab. And so you guys can hear this. I'm going to play this. This is a 2-minute, 18-second video. By the way, this is your Stellar Lumens update here. If you guys would hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already. I'm going to go ahead and play this.
Favorite use case for the Stellar Network, for what we've built, for the partnership with MoneyGram and Circle. It is the thing that creates transparency for the donors and opportunities for the internally displaced as well as the refugees. I am so excited, and Carmen and her team have spent a lot of time educating us about UNHCR and everything that we need to do to even improve and be better on our side. So it's been an awesome collaboration, and I'm really grateful for it. It is nothing less than the urgency of doing from the topic of our conference, obviously. I expect that you understand that theme really well, given your work and given what the UNHCR does. Talk versus reality is a really, really big issue with new technologies. So how is the UNHCR going beyond the hype to make it a real impact?
Yeah. So the preparedness, the readiness is obviously very important. So whenever we have a crisis, so we have a crisis in Ukraine at this point, we had several months before we had Afghanistan, so we had Syria before. So the key is that we come out of that crisis mode, that we can actually prepare ourselves. So anytime, anywhere, any device, we are ready to actually get that money to the person. So this is really our objective, to have a very powerful financial gateway. So we are not, every time we have a crisis, trying to figure out how is this now going to work. So whilst UNHCR has been doing cash for some time, and we are looking at millions of transactions. So we're not looking at 10,000 transactions. Potentially, we could have as many transactions as we have displaced people. So if we have 100 million displaced people, the key is that for that to manage this kind of volume, ever increasing volume, we need to have very integrated, high-end, best-in-class technology and obviously best practices. So I'm confident that this is actually only the beginning, so more to come.
All right, good stuff there. I love what Stellar Lumens technology is doing to help the people in the war-torn nation of Ukraine. We're going to talk more about that in a second here. Right here, Stellar Network News at Stellar News. Thank you so much. Right here, Ukraine bank finds Stellar blockchain brings key advantages, block words. And I'm going to go ahead and go into this article right here through Blockworks. Thank you so much to Michael Bodie for the article. Ukraine Bank, right here, a 2-year study from Tascom Bank, for the most part, adds stellar splash of fuel to the developing crypto economy of Ukraine. Okay, Ukraine, already receptive to crypto, has one more reason to be bullish on blockchain, thanks to who? Stellar Lumens. A Thursday report unpacking a 2-year study on the feasibility of tapping the stellar crypto ecosystem to move money around the war-torn country detailed a number of reasons for optimism when it comes to digital assets. One of Ukraine's oldest and largest banks, Tascom Bank, led the pilot behind the study. It came about at the 2021 bequest, we never say bequest on here, of several of the Eastern European nations' top financial regulators and legislators. The Tascom Bank study, commissioned in part by Ukraine's influential Ministry of Digital Transformation, found a number of use cases versus its trading banking system for moving around electronic money via Stellar, the blockchain launched by Ripple co-founder Jed McCabe in 2014 following his exit from Ripple Labs. The study found Stellar improved security and confidentiality of customer data, boasted far quicker and far cheaper transactions with high throughput. And it's especially relevant now, given Ukraine's national bank has blocked local commercial banks from rolling out new forms of electronic money, crypto, basically since the first days of Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine. Ukraine sees real crypto use cases via Stellar blockchain. We're going to get into this and see what we have as far as comments. Mr. David Clay, welcome. Patches is not a Stellar guy. I just can't get in on it. Not my cup of tea. Well, it's, you know, if it doesn't involve food, and Patches is not into it. All right, so Brian Dowie says XLM is going to be a good one. Maybe a high-priced stablecoin, perhaps. Mr. MD, has anybody looked into XR Paynet and XRP Healthcare? Two hidden gems on the XRPL. Well, we'll have to look into them. I have not, but thank you for the mention. XLM, Team Shea is bullish on it. Okay. All right, let's go. The Ukraine sees real crypto use cases via Stellar blockchain. Ukraine's national legislature rolled out a number of significant changes to its regulations around digital assets in 2021, around the same time the study started. The study parsing, excuse me, payments between individuals and businesses, as well as their payrolls, appears to validate a number of the cryptocurrency initiatives that were introduced at the time. Deputy Minister of Digital Transformation, Alexander Bornikov, said the Stellar study highlighted a number of Ukraine-specific key advantages of the real-world use cases for blockchain tech. Ukraine regulators are considering the possibility, according to Bornikov, of introducing additional permissions for digital assets as a result. The results of the pilot proved the key advantage of blockchain. Bornikov said in a statement, in particular, fast processing and cost effectiveness of transactions, accountability, and transparency of the system, and also simplified access to financial services. But the debate over whether Stellar is sufficiently decentralized has persisted since the network went down for 2 hours in 2019. Then, in 2021, a string of crypto exchanges halted withdrawals after transactions began failing during a node outage. Stellar Beat currently shows the blockchain is maintained by only 36 fully validating nodes, with 13 lesser validator nodes in support. Stellar's main rival and McCaleb's previous project, Ripple, is supported by around 150, while Ethereum boasts hundreds of thousands. A lower validator count puts pressure on a small group of machines to keep the network running smoothly, while higher counts allow more of the network to go offline before service is interrupted. That's a good, this is a good thing right here that they're pointing this out. I did not know that. I did not know that the number of validating nodes that XLM had was only 36. Interesting stuff in comparison to, for example, XRP. I already knew that Ethereum had a lot of nodes. So good stuff there. I wanted to bring you guys that bit of XLM news. I think they're doing some great things there to help out situation in Ukraine. And right here, to follow up with that from Sue, TZU at STZU20. Right here, I'll follow this person here if it lets me. There you go. And considered in conjunction with the UN Stellar Partnership for Global Aid Payments, including aid to Ukraine. This is massive. UNHCR is considering adding integrations for Ukraine's planned what? CBDC, which could launch in Q1 of 2023. How about that? Here you go. Can stablecoins revolutionize foreign aid? The UN thinks so. So good stuff. I'm not going to go through and read this whole article, but I wanted to point this out to you guys and give you a little bit of XLM news. So there you go. So let's blow up the screen here and let us go ahead and say hello to who's here? Anybody new? Anybody new for today's program? Yes, Brittany's here. Happy Thursday. Thank you so much for being here, Brittany. Cody Core is here. I must have missed Cody Core, but thank you for being here because Brian Dowie says hello to Cody Core. And there you go. So that's what's going on. So that's it. It's been a great show. We gave you HBAR, Quant, LCX, XLM. We talked about Bitcoin. We talked about the overall market, green. Things looking pretty good. It could be a relief rally. Could be the start of a bull run. I'm not so sure about that, but let me know in the comments what you think. I thank you so much for watching. We will be back tomorrow night, Friday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Be good, be safe, and take care.